How are we all doing today? It's that time again. I think it's time we finally wrapped up with this little stream. Because tomorrow, on Monday, the 10-day long Europeans, North Korea, little mourning of their dear leader is finally going to come to a fucking end. And I'm planning on doing a little video just going over a retrospective of the shit that has happened during that time and what to expect in the future now. Now, sadly, when they're gonna finally put Lizzie in the ground, it's gonna happen midday for the bird box. But for me, in my time, it's gonna happen at 5 in the fucking morning. I shit you not. And I had gotten myself a bottle of champagne earlier to prepare myself for this big fucking moment where I can watch Queen Lizzie be put in the hole in the ground. Live. On air. Now, do I intend on cracking open that bottle of champagne when it's time for the festivities to start? Yes. But does this mean I'm gonna have to start drinking at 5 o'clock in the morning? Well, yes. Yes, that's what it does fucking mean. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna find a way. But anyway, since, the United Kingdom's 10-day long period of mourning over some rich old bitch dying is coming to an end, I figure we should, at the very least, wrap up this little stream. Now, in the previous parts, we had gotten some juicy little tidbits of pure insanity. Now, in part 1, we had discovered that at the snap of the fucking fingers, King Charlie here can just dissolve any fucking form of government within the Commonwealth on the whim, because fuck it, why not? So, if you're a Canadian and you really like Justin Trudeau, well, you better hope he's still on the King's good side, because according to Spoons and Aiden, at the snap of a fucking finger here, King Charlie can call up old Justo there and say, guess what, faggot, you're fired. Just like that. In part 2, we discovered that Spoons is South African and he's perfectly fine with apartheid, which is South Africa's version of the Jim Crow. In part 3, we discovered that the pro-free speech warriors, Spoons and Aiden Paladin, are perfectly fine with a Scottish woman getting driven from her fucking hometown and having to close up her fucking shut for having the audacity of criticizing the monarchy as soon as Lizzie dropped dead. So now we're going to be going over Aiden Paladin and Spoons' reaction to Black Twitter having a grand old time celebrating the death of Queen Lizzie. And I am very much interested in seeing what the fuck is gonna happen here. So enough rambling on, let's fucking go, shall we?
Fucking hours on end.
No.
Black women cannot write in English. First of all, everything is in caps. Always. They can not spell for shit. No, hold on. No, I'm not done here yet. I'm just getting warmed up here. They can't spell for shit. Everything is in caps, and this is something I've noticed. There is no punctuation ever. Ever. Every single thing I've ever seen with black women, it's just one huge paragraph. There's no way in hell you would ever be able to read it like as a script, because you won't know when to stop.
The ones they have here, actually, it's like Jamel Hill and stuff, okay, just out of pure curiosity, because I haven't done this, let me go to Twitter. I have not looked at the Queen.
So, Aiden Paladin, the woman who has been on record saying that she has had sexual intercourses with multiple black women over the years, has decided not to, call out Spoon for what he's saying right now, that, black women cannot type on the internet for shit. I mean, Aiden can certainly try to get away from her coal-burning past, but, the internet is forever. And I sure as shit am not gonna allow Aiden Paladin to get away from that shit, just so she can stay in Spoon's good graces here. And I don't think you guys should too, but anyway, let's continue, shall we?
Like, the hashtag or whatever, like, whatever the hashtag is.
The Queen isn't even, like, a functional member of any particular group that could be responsible for colonization in the fucking first place. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. I
like the way that Black Twitter has its own name, as if it's like an exclusive thing of other people, because we want everyone to be equal, so we're going to call it Black Twitter. It's like, fucking Christ.
There are a bunch of other little Twitter subgroups besides Black Twitter, right? There's, Irish Twitter, which was fucking celebrating the death of Queen Lizzie. There's the fucking weeb Twitter, LGBTQ plus Twitter, fucking gamer Twitter, fucking commie Twitter, fucking furry Twitter, Muslim Twitter, Jewish Twitter, you name it, there's a little Twitter subgroup for that. But, should it really be surprising for anyone that Mr. Pro-Apartheid Spoons here is throwing a temper tantrum over Black Twitter? It really shouldn't.
You can daft as shit.
I mean, it's mostly just the same shit. It's these same memes. They're pretty pathetic.
The punctuation thing is true. If you
the
guys
punctuation thing is true.
Yeah, because I've seen it on Instagram. I've seen it on Facebook. Oh my goodness. Do you know who's... I had so much fun using troll back in the day. D.L. Hewley, whoever runs his Facebook page, oh my god, if you were to say anything that was like slightly conservative, oh my god, the collective outrage was just, it was beautiful.
Okay, well, I know Spoons here is very happy that he used to troll the ever-living shit out of Al Huli or whoever the fuck he just talked about, but, that's fucking baby shit, okay? That's fucking baby shit. You wanna know why? Because back in 2016, when BLM was starting to become a thing, I used to troll the BLM pages all the time. Post little comments underneath their little Facebook posts saying like, oh man, it sounds like the monkeys getting riled up in the zoo, and then watching every single big, beautiful black woman and the little white cuckold simps just throw massive fucking temper tantrums about me. I lost a couple Facebook accounts due to that, but it was totally fucking worth it. So, yeah, you should really try to get on my level there, Spoon. But then again, you are a gigantic fucking vagina, and, you'll never be as much of a Giga Chad as yours truly. So anyway, let's continue.
It would just be incoherent mess full of spelling errors and no punctuation and always in caps. It was great. It was just autistic rage. Of,
oh my god, like there's some cool shit. There's a woman here posting in front of the University of Nigeria crying, like, at Elizabeth Hall. Like, Jesus, like, there's a lot of good stuff on Twitter, too, I would say.
Yeah, because some of them understand that the monarchy was actually good for Nigeria because it helped some of the tribes that were quite poor.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, there's vile shit all over Twitter, which, of course, you have to expect anytime. But there's also...
I spoke to a friend of mine, and her father is in hospital.
And I am very proud to say that I am one of those people that contributed to the quote-unquote vile shit that Aiden Paladin is referring to right now. And I do not regret it one fucking bit.
And she spoke to him about the Queen's passing. And she said that they would be better off running under the British rule because the British were able to take care of their people better than their own people. Like, That's an astonishing admittance for someone of another nation to say that a foreigner took better care of your land than your...
Well, they wouldn't have to be saying that if it wasn't for the fact that their fucking government is corrupt as all hell. I guarantee you the fucking Nigerian government was just a little less corrupt and actually gave more of a shit about the fucking people, you wouldn't be having to hear regular people of Nigeria saying, you know what, things were better off under the monarchy than they are now.
People. That's the thing I want to...
Just saying.
The people of colonization. Do you understand that there are other systems of government that isn't European that are more oppressive than the European one, and the colonizers were able to set a better, more representative system of government in charge, and the crown was actually more benevolent of human life than the natives? Does that ever occur to you that may be a thing?
Yeah, the colonizers were so benevolent on human life. You know, that's why the fucking British monarchy did absolutely nothing to help out the Irish during the Irish potato famine of the 1840s. And that's why, you know, the British forced the fucking locals to start digging holes in the ground for fucking diamonds and shit. Yeah, they sound like real benevolent people, alright. Oh, well, we can't even begin to fucking forget all the, no doubt, countless fucking massacres of protesters in these various colonies there. Yeah. Never forget the Boston Massacre, guys. Never fucking forget. I sure as shit haven't. But no, seriously though. The fucking British Crown, the British monarchy, they really do care about human life. Unless they get in the way of their own needs. And once then, hey, you know, human life is expendable, right?
No, that doesn't ever occur to them. Because they can't understand.
No.
I find it so funny that these people constantly bitch about colonization, and they constantly worship, like, nativistic cultures, while also knowing absolutely nothing about any of it.
And, like, here's the thing,
so
okay?
weird.
Like, Irish Twitter, of course...
Well, maybe the reason why these people, quote-unquote, don't know much about the natives' culture anyway is because people like the British and French and the Spanish empires have done everything they could within their power to dismantle the cultures of old and force everyone else to obey by their culture. You know?
Was on fire. When we did the stream,
hell as well.
When we did the stream on Wednesday, hours after she died, the description that I put was, some of you are pretty cool, don't check Irish Twitter today, because I hadn't looked at any of it, and I never did. But at least I can kind of understand why the Irish are pissed off, right? You know, they're a little bit... they're at least closer to the situation, right? These black women, black American women on the other side of the freaking planet, who don't know anything about this at all. Like, the Irish, whatever, I can kind of at least somewhat understand. The black American...
You can at least somewhat understand why the Irish are celebrating the death of the Queen and why the Irish might be upset at fucking Britain and the fucking monarchy? You somewhat understand that, Aiden? Okay.
Women makes no sense. So, like, here we got, Jamil Hill, journalists are tasked with putting legacies into full context, so it's entirely appropriate to examine the Queen and her role in the devastating impact of continued colonialism. This is what I mean by considering the full history of the Queen. It's okay to pose questions and think about the fullness of legacies. We should not romanticize her era, writes Maya Jasanoff, professor of history at Harvard, in a guest essay. The Queen helped obscure a bloody history of decolonization. Did you get that part?
What are you reading this?
In the Newsweek article.
No, I'm
Scroll down
where?
To the second tweet from Jamil Hill.
Oh, there we go, sorry.
In the New York Times tweet that she's quoting, Maya Jasanoff, a professor of history at Harvard, to another idiot professor, says the Queen helped obscure a bloody history of decolonization, whose proportions and legacies have yet to be adequately acknowledged. So Maya Jasanoff is angry that the Queen decolonized. She wants more of that active money going to Zimbabwe, I guess?
I'm pretty sure the Queen. I'm pretty sure she's angry about the Queen and her handling of decolonization because let's be real here, the Queen really didn't want to fucking decolonize. And again, as we already established, decolonization took place during the fucking Cold War. Okay. Nations like Britain were more concerned about the Ruskies and their fucking nukes than they were about black people going their own way in Africa.
You know,
She's angry about the decolonization. There's no pleasing these people. There's just no pleasing them,
these
ever.
people just want something to bitch about.
Oh, I know.
That's all these people. Like, these people. Do you think these people actually give a fuck about the Queen? Like, no.
Well, it's like,
just,
okay,
it's just for them to virtue signal on somebody else's death, which is just disgusting, to be honest.
Here we have Ebony Elizabeth Thomas says, what is Ebony Elizabeth Thomas? What does she do? Professor at University of Michigan. Ask that prof, but what's her fucking...
Which?
The third woman down, Ebony Elizabeth Thomas, who says...
That's a very royal sounding name.
I know.
Elizabeth Thomas, yeah.
Right. Telling the colonized how they should feel about their
Well, they was be kangs and shit, so...
colonizers' health and wellness. Bitch, she didn't colonize you at all. It's like telling my people that we ought to worship the Confederacy. It's not even a little bit close. Not even, I don't have any idea. Like, I don't know how you...
How much you guys want to bet Spoons is a secret CSA fanboy? I mean, we've already established that he's fucking pro-apartheid. But really, would it really surprise anyone if Spoons were to come out and say, you know, maybe the CSA really wasn't wrong on shit. Maybe the CSA had a good fucking point. Yeah, just imagine this fucking Spoons comes out and says this shit. Oh, I mean, we'd still call him a faggot because, you know, he is a foreigner. And he is trying to sucker up to some good old Southern boys. We ain't gonna let that shit happen now, are we? No. The only people who are allowed to simp for the Confederate States of America are real, honest, true, red-blooded Americans. That's fucking who should really start simping for the CSA. Not foreigner boys like Spoon here.
I know they just hand out degrees. One of them, we actually got to this article the other week, but...
Please read that second part of it.
Well, if they're handing out degrees like it's fucking hotcakes, then how come you don't have your degree, Aiden? How come you waste your entire life drinking heavily and making YouTube videos instead of being a teacher like you always wanted to? Where's that fucking diploma, Aiden?
Tweet.
Yeah, respect the dead when we're all writing these tweets in English. How'd that happen? We just chose this language? Then stop.
Go to it.
Yeah, they totally chose to fucking write this shit in English. It totally wasn't like their ancestors were forced to read and write and speak English by their colonial overlords or anything. Oh, no. It could never be that. It's totally not like these people already had their own form of language and writing system already, long before the fucking English colonized them. Oh, no. It could never be that. They just decided to speak English one day because fuck it. Why not, you know?
Different country and speak a different language than you.
Move to Liberia. Move to Nigeria. Move to, I don't know, wherever. Move to anywhere and don't speak English.
Move to any country where there isn't a white majority and let's see how long
and stop bitching. Yeah, see how you like it there, by the way. We ought to worship the Confederacy. Literal fucking nonsense.
But diversity is our strength. Having a white majority of a country is racist and shit. You know what? I have a better solution. How about instead of sending all these black people to places where there's no white people whatsoever, how about we start sending all these people over to the Channel Islands where Aiden works? Aiden lives, sorry. I mean, it's already been established already that Aiden Paladin is a massive fucking coal burner. And given the fact that she's kind of starting to suck her up to Spoons and is starting to agree with everything he believes in politically, Yeah, it kind of sounds like Aiden Paladin has the hots for Spoony Boy here. Sounds like old Billy Boy's gonna be a single Pringle once again pretty soon. If, my predictions, are to be proven true once again. But no, seriously though, let's send all the fucking black people over to the Channel Islands there. I mean, it's a fucking win-win. Channel Islands, get some rich diversity. And Aiden Paladin gets a harem of black people to fuck all the live long day.
That's nonsensical tweet. Nonsensical. I feel like I've seen this woman around before. She's one of these performative activists who tweets really dumb things just to...
That's every of them.
Maybe I know it's all of them. It's impossible to tell them apart because like they all blend together and just like, hey, I'm gonna tweet something dumb.
Have you noticed that?
You sure you just don't want to fuck these people, Aiden? Again, we already know you have real fondness for black women, so you sure you don't want to make fun of these women? You sure you just don't want to fuck them? I think you do. I think you really want to fuck them.
There's a meme going around of the Ukrainian flag and saying this has become like the universal sign for I'm about to read some dumb shit. Have you seen that meme?
Mm-mm.
It's basically, well, if you see the Ukrainian flag in their bio, they're gonna say something dumb.
Oh, yeah.
And it's because it's true. And
it is true.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
It's the current thing. It's the current thing. Well, it's not even the current thing anymore, but it was the current.
Yeah, it's such the current thing to support a nation that is currently being invaded by a foreign power, and knowing that said foreign power is sending its bombers over to bomb civilian targets and commit war crimes. Yeah, it's really such a current thing to be supporting these people in their time of need. Yeah, really current thing shit, alright.
Thing like back in March.
But now this is like the current thing now. It's like you have to talk the Queen to show your virtues. Like, oh my god,
right.
You're just such a bag.
Yeah, then let's see. We have Eugene Scott, a real question. Well, our last two streams have gotten monetized, but thanks, Spoon. I'm sure we'll be better now. Don't worry. Real question for now is...
It would be if you don't draw attention to it.
Real question for the, quote, now is not the appropriate time to talk about the negative impact of colonialism crowd. When is the appropriate time to talk about the negative impact of colonialism?
How about you talk about the...
All day, every day, baby. All day, every day.
Positives.
How about not 5 minutes after a woman who did more to decolonize the world than you could ever even possibly fucking fathom has just passed away?
I say that's a perfect fucking time. And matter of fact, when King Charles inevitably died, which is probably going to be in a couple of months anyway, I hope and pray to God that Black Twitter continues the whole let's condemn the royal family for being colonizers and shit. That's going to be a lot of fun.
What's Eugene Scott's
just by the way
function in life?
Just
national political reporter at the Washington Post, of course.
Wow.
Of course.
Considering what Bezos just said, maybe he should
I know.
Wow, what a shocker. Someone that Aiden Paladin doesn't like works at a reputable news source. Who the fuck saw that coming? Truly one of the greatest shockers of the fucking century right there.
Oh, you might want to worry about your job there, dude. He told you to stop that shit.
I would really like it, the fact that her boss is white and fire her. It would amuse me.
Yeah.
It's very mimetic.
Yeah, it would be very mimetic.
And also, oh my god.
Let's talk about...
Can I say something kind of based?
Yeah.
This is the kind of shit that makes people want segregation.
I know.
Because, like, I don't want to be around people...
Well. Okay, then. You heard it here, folks. Spoon just said, this is the type of shit that makes me support segregation. And Abe Paladin's response was, oh yeah, I know. So, I guess it's already been confirmed already in the Broken Crowns universe that Spoons is perfectly A-okay with fucking segregation. And Aiden Paladin, known coal burner, is just perfectly fine with it. So now I guess it's safe to assume that since Aiden Paladin pretty much agrees with everything Spoons agrees, I guess it's safe to say now that Aiden Paladin is pro-segregation. Okay then. Anyone else had Aiden Paladin would come out as a pro-segregationist on their 2022 weird and wacky shit to find on the internet? Bingo card? Because I know I didn't.
No, I don't agree with it, but like,
all the freaking time.
but that's what.
And I don't agree with it. Bullshit, you fucking do. You fucking do. Just come out and say it already. Come on. You know you wanna. You agree with Spoons on pretty much everything. It's only a matter of time before you profess your love to him publicly. Or hell, you probably did already, and you two are dating behind the scenes. But come on. Come on. You have the shoe one head syndrome. You agree with everything with the person you want to have sex with believes in. Just come out and say you're pro-segregation already. The sooner you do it, the more. The sooner you do it, the better.
People, it's the same. What do you call it? Segregation or peaceful divorce or whatever. Or people just like, okay, let's get away. Because these people, they're hateful all the time. They're hateful, and people. It's not positive to be around hateful people all the time. I do have the Hassan video. Let's watch that. It's on Twitter. So.
By the way, Arthur's saying this thing. Oh, look, I'm left of monarchist. I'm a classical liberal. Classical liberal can be monarchist. You do realize this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Classical liberal is just like, I am a belief like this is how society should be run. You can have a monarchist that is like...
No, being a classical liberal means huffing your own farts on a 24/7 basis. Just look at fucking Sargon of Akkad back in 2018.
Classical liberal.
We're both libertarians,
yes,
right? Well, I don't actually know if you're a libertarian. I'm a libertarian. But, like these things aren't mutually exclusive.
Yes,
you know?
it's like, you just like...
You gotta stop letting Arthur trigger you, Spoon.
No, it's because I don't like stupid people saying dumb shit. That's what annoys me. Okay, if you're
that's how you know he loves you, Arthur.
Well, if you don't like stupid people saying stupid shit there, Spoon, why are you constantly talking to yourself in a mirror, then?
Why? Because I'm just going to use you for a cannon fodder if you say dumb shit in my chat. That's just how this works. Like, we think
Don't
the
be
best...
mean.
No, we all want a certain type of bedrock things in our nation. And we think the monarchy is the best way to do that because democracy is shit, gay, and it...
Yes, we want a real bedrock foundation of our society, which is really rich coming from the man who is perfectly A-okay with apartheid in South Africa and segregation as a whole. Well, and also domestic terrorism, as is evident by the dark branded make me go re-stream there. Yeah.
Wise you to educate the message. You're looking for the
liberty is my main moral foundation, right? Liberty is the thing that I...
Yeah, Aiden Paladin's really into liberty, even though she's also pro-absolute monarchy. Which, in case you haven't noticed by now, those are two things that really do not go together well.
I'm most concerned about is protecting liberty. The way that I came to the monarchy...
Yeah, Aiden Paladin really wants to protect liberty. Unless, of course, you make fun of the Queen, then otherwise, it's perfectly A-okay for you to get driven out of your fucking home in the middle of the night by an angry mob. Yeah, she really cares about fucking liberty, alright. Same as how I care about salads.
Solution was, how do we best protect liberty, individual liberties? And I don't...
By having a functional democracy? Instead of giving all of the fucking power to a old dude who got the power because apparently God must really like this dude's family.
I don't think democracy is actually very well suited for it. Neither did the founding fathers, by the way.
No.
They weren't so convinced of that stuff either.
And so is virtually everyone in history. Like, if you look at the last 200 years, every bloody political writer says democracy is fucking terrible. The Greeks said this.
Yeah.
Democracy is terrible for this. This is not a good system of government if you want...
Yeah, democracy, a system in which the people can elect their own leaders, is such a terrible form of democracy. Oh, wow. Wow, so terrible, alright. Yeah, it sounds really fucking terrible. We should have fucking monarchies, where all the fucking power is invested into one person, because said person got that power from God, because God, for some strange reason, really loves this dude's fucking family too much.
Freedom, it's horrible. It always snowballs into a giant state.
And of course, but what if about the Mad King? What about the, yes, there is no perfect system of government because government is run by people.
Yes.
So you're going to have a problem with any kind of government, no matter what.
Goes.
Yes, every single fucking system of government is flawed, but democracy is pretty much the best form of government we can have, because again, the democracy, our leaders are chosen by the fucking people.
Crazy. Whereas
democracy, far more easily.
The system is the thing that makes the bad people. That's the thing that people don't seem to understand. It's not a case of, oh, we can get rid of someone who's bad. No. The system incentivizes.
Yeah. We can vote out the bad people if we want to. That's what the American people did back in 2020. They voted out Donald Trump because he was a fucking idiot and he didn't know what the hell he was doing to combat COVID. He was more concerned about the fucking presidential election than the fucking COVID pandemic. So, the American people got together and decided, knock knock, orange man, you're fucking fired. And now we got Joe Biden, the senile old man, as president. Democracy may not be perfect, but no, it's better than this absolute monarch shit.
Advises you to produce assholes. That's the problem with democracy.
Dr. Mainman, we're talking to Arthur because we know him. He's a good guy. That's why Smith's talking to him. He's not a troll.
No, he just triggers the shit out of me.
You're triggered, but Arthur's not a troll. He is asking sincere questions, I believe. Supreme Emperor Kizza for £5 says, thanks Kizza so much. So how many beatings would my black Uncle Ruckus would have to give to people? I estimate over 9,000. Here's someone who could certainly deserve a beating. Can you pull up this Twitter page with this video from Hassan, and we'll just sync it up?
Oh God.
Hang on, it's funny. I used this. I had the actual video on YouTube, like his full shimp out, but I prefer this this edited version. It's much better.
Okay. Well, you can tell me.
You got it up?
Just watch the whole thing and go.
All right, ready?
If you want to play it, I'll play it. Yeah.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Ding dong, the bitch is dead. Extremely my shit.
To be fair, that is what I said when John McCain died. I have to take my lumps on that.
It's a beautiful day today. You don't even have to justify it. They're literally kings and queens. They're awful.
Are you ready for football? No, really. Are you? Are you screaming for football?
They're awful.
You guys excited for football? I mean, you might as well answer the lady in the fucking commercial. You guys excited for football? You guys excited for football? I mean, probably more entertaining than whatever the fuck this Azan Piker video is.
Woo! Let's go! Get fucked, queen! Oh my god, he's crying! What a fucking bitch! It's disgusting. It is.
Yeah, Zahn really has a good fucking point. All these people crying about some rich old white lady who really doesn't give a flying fuck about them. These people are really fucking pathetic.
Hassan, when someone deletes his pixel dog.
Fish like that. You did it, guys. You did it. You fucking destroyed my dead dog. Like, you fucking owned it. You know what I mean? Oh my god, he's crying!
Yeah, I really can't say I blame Hassan. You know, I'd rather get upset over a fucking pixelated dog rather than some rich old bitch who doesn't really give a shit about me or anyone for that matter. Remember, folks, doggos, way fucking better than rich old white ladies. Okay?
Thank you for destroying my dead dog. But yeah, go ahead, man. My dog who died. Ding dong.
Okay, I just like that edit. Because fuck you, Hassan. You're such a piece of shit. You are such a piece of human garbage, Hassan. You really, really are. Hassan Piker! I'm going to kill you!
I wish that wasn't a meme and it was actually true.
Aiden Paladin really wants to drive this whole Sam Hyde saying that he's gonna kill Hassan Piker in his house in Los Angeles, California. She's really gonna drive that meme down to the fucking ground now, isn't she? I mean, she already is for me, so.
I know. I did have one good thing
I guess mission accomplished.
to come out of this.
I just want to see.
It's very personal.
I just
Then
want
we'll
to see
get
the
into it, I think.
headline: "Mentally ill Nazi beats up piece of shit."
Yeah.
That'd be a great headline.
Did you just bring up this headline real quick, also, by the way, because it's the one good thing to come out of this. I'm sure I got this news because I live here, so.
Oh God. Okay. Jersey Pride scaled back. Feck off, BBC.
Jersey Pride events have been scaled back.
Death. Good.
Channel Islands Pride
Very
has said
based.
it canceled a mark through St. Helier as a mark of respect. 1 minute silence was held at 15 BST, with some added events focusing on the many positive changes to the LGBTQ plus community saw during the Queen's reign. There you go. Look, one positive thing. Now,
Oh my God.
I do want to maybe get a chance to look
What-
a little bit.
Do you know what I don't understand?
at Tucker's thing, but
The
what?
whole point of like with
Yeah, like 50 minutes left.
the gay thing is just that libertarians especially say what you do in your business with in your bedroom is your business, and people need to know about it, and the state doesn't need to be.
Spoon's about to go on a gigantic homophobic rant, while also having the knowledge that Aiden Paladin is a well-known bisexual. I think he is. Well, let's go anyway.
Involved, and then these fucking people constantly push it in their face.
Oh my
Like,
God.
what the hell I find sexually attractive? Like, I don't care.
I don't care.
And like,
I don't care.
And yes, and it's like, oh, but you have to care. Like,
I don't care.
Do you remember how
that
these
used to
people
be
just say,
that used to be the preferred thing that was like, oh, I don't care what you people do in their bedroom. And I was like, thank you for being so tolerant. Because guess what
Yes.
tolerate means?
you put up
Tolerate
with crap you don't
doesn't
like.
mean I'm gonna sit there and clap. Tolerate means, all right, I tolerate it. I'm not gonna do anything about it.
Do you know what
You
drives me
can do what
insane?
you want. Yeah.
Is that these people were constantly saying shit like, you know, you should be able to like whoever the hell you want, right? And we agree with
Yeah.
that. And then these people say, if you don't date trans people, that means you're transphobic. It's like, this is why people hate you. Because
But
you
I'm
took
just
a
okay.
you took
But
a
look, they
win
did
and you
something
win.
good for once.
No.
They did something kind of nice here.
No, I don't mean this. I mean,
Oh.
why I dislike these people is that they took a win and they became fucking assholes with literally every single win. And that's what makes people hate you. It's because you're pricks. You don't know how to be gracious in your victory. You just become tyrants. It's just become your drug to be shitheads.
Yeah.
And that's why society is going to hate you.
Very rich that he's complaining about people being shitheads when Spoon's here is perfectly A-okay with apartheid and segregation. Yeah, not hypocritical at all. Oh, no.
I cannot wait till the day where people are looking back and like, yeah, and the thing is, the harder you push, the more aggressive the pushback is going to be. And it may turn violent. And I'm going to be honest, if it does, I don't give a shit.
I know.
You deserve
No.
Yeah, something tells me Spoon's here is gonna be one of the very first people to get the fucking baseball bats when it's day of the road time for the fucking queers.
I'm anti-violence. I'm a pacifist. Kids for 5 pounds says the music track in the video was Studio Obelisk Zone Act 1 from Sonic Mania. Hey, I was actually wondering where that music was from. Thanks, man, because that's a very catchy tune.
That's like some next level autist from.
Yeah, a quality game made by Sonic fans. Get it on your Spotify playlist. Thanks for letting me know about that.
Sonic fans made that?
I guess so, but that was really good. I like that. I like that little.
I didn't even pay attention to the.
Well, when you're autistic and you have plenty of free time on your hands, you know, sky's the fucking limit.
The music. I was too busy focusing on a tuck I want to punch.
Of course, he's fucking salty too, though.
Considering
So
how gay he punches, I could probably knock him out as well.
we might run a little bit over because of it.
Spoons, there is no person on God's green earth you can fucking knock out. You're so goddamn weak. You couldn't even handle me posting a funny little meme of Queen Elizabeth standing next to statues of Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il without blocking me. So, yeah, there's no person on God's green earth you could fucking punch. I think if anything, you'll be the one on the floor crying, screaming, "Please don't hurt me, I'll be a good little bitch." Yeah, that's you, Spoon.
Try to wrap it up as soon as possible, because I want to get through two things to talk about with Charles, because that's, of course, now the obvious question, and I don't know if we'll get to talk about his monologue. But if you get a chance to watch Tucker Carlson's monologue on the Queen,
It's very good.
really excellent. It's really, really excellent. And I
He
think
actually
that,
praises the British crowd, which is really unusual.
yeah, I think the reason we
Americans.
maybe shouldn't watch this, because I don't know how much you and I would have to add to it.
Yeah, it's just like it's very good. I have nothing to add to it. Like, well done.
Yeah, check out Tucker's monologue if you have not seen it. I highly recommend it.
Well
I
done,
do, however,
Mr. Carlson.
yes, have a couple things to say that have been brought up about Charles. People are afraid because he's a member of the World Economic Forum and he's an environmentalist who likes to talk to his plants. Well, if you'll bring back up the...
Watch together.
Man, that fucking monarchy system sounds like a great form of government. I mean, who wouldn't have confidence in knowing that your dear leader, who you did not fucking elect, talks to his plants on the downtime? Who wouldn't be fucking concerned about that? Who wouldn't want to be concerned about an old man with absolute fucking power taking time out of his busy schedule to talk to literal fucking plants? You know, with all this fucking talk of King Charles snapping his fucking fingers and suddenly getting rid of people like Justin Trudeau for the prime ministership, something tells me that at some point we might hear a story about King Charles dissolving some member of the Commonwealth's government, and in its place a bouquet of fucking daisies is going to be the next prime minister of said country, all because Charles said so. I hope that fucking happens, because that'll be very funny as hell. Not for the people of said country, but hey, you know, you quote-unquote signed up for this shit, and you didn't do anything to cast off the fucking monarchy, so, hey, now you're stuck with it.
Watch together, yep.
Oh, let's make that a bit smaller.
Calling him Prince Charles anymore.
Does he go over it in this video? Did you actually does he have the information here?
I'm not sure. I just saw the headline.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's in this. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, we'll find it. Here we go.
Growth proclamations.
That's not it, by the way.
This is not it?
No.
When was the WEF thing? Do you know where it was
No.
in this video?
No,
You don't know where it was?
No.
Okay.
But I find it interesting that he did that and did it publicly. Because I just thought, I don't know to what extent this is going to take place, because, you know, it's Liz Truss is what I'm fucking more worried about. But the fact that he did that publicly, I just thought, if there is one thing that what is the best way for you to get a head start?
I'm just gonna skip around for a bit, see if they talk about something else other than this video here. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. This is it. This is the final point. We are all done. Yeah. So, in conclusion, monarchy is totally outdated. It's a complete and total fucking waste of time. And, yeah, Spoons really doesn't like black people. So, yeah. Yeah, Spoons, he really doesn't like black people. Anyway, we're finally fucking done with this. That's it. There's gonna be no more with it. I mean, well, then again, we're close to the end anyway, so there's really no point. Anyway, this is it. The next video I'm gonna do is just gonna do a little retrospect of what the fuck's been happening over in Britball land for the past 10 days. So, get ready for that. I may or may not be drunk when I make said video. Because like I said, even though the fucking live stream starts at 5 in the morning, and I got a bottle of champagne, and you better believe I'm gonna be drinking said champagne during this whole thing. Yeah. I'm gonna have one hell of a fucking morning on Monday. I can't wait. Anyway, hope you guys have a good one.